Hi Keith, my name's Elijah. I put together this video to go over 3 things that you guys can do in order to increase your customer base and really get your online presence to the next level. You're probably asking, why in the world would we do that? To be honest, I've realized that when companies like yourself are focused on building themselves, they don't really have time to focus on the online presence. And if they realize how important online presence is, they usually haven't hired someone because they don't know if they can trust them, they don't know if they're knowledgeable, or they've been burnt by somebody who said that they were and they really weren't, so they're skeptical. So what I've found is that when I put together videos like this, and I give them free tips on what to do in order to change their business without ever spending a dime with me, they tend to come back and say, you know what, Elijah, thank you so much for that. I don't have the time to do this. Please do it for me. So I oblige. And at the end of this video, you figured out that I know a lot more than what I'm putting on, and you want to talk about how we can move forward with your business or taking you guys to the next level with online presence. Send me a message or give me a call and we'll set up an appointment. So without further ado, the 3 things I want to talk to you about today: content, citations, and backlinks. And I'll start with content. I had the opportunity to check out your website, and I gotta say, I like your website. You have a lot of good information on here. But the first thing I noticed is that you didn't have 1,500 words. You're probably wondering, why is 1,500 words important? Well, Google sees 1,500 words as necessary content to give to a reader or a subscriber. So to summarize that, they're pretty much saying, if you have something worth saying to be featured on the front page of Google, it should be over 1,500 words. No worries. So I took one of your leading keywords, so to speak, and I searched Northern Virginia landscaping, and this was the competitor that came up. Northern Virginia landscaping. So I want to note that you weren't on the front page of Google when I typed that in. I checked out their website, and immediately I realized they're not beating you guys in what their website looks like. They don't have 1,500 words. So because of that, I know we can beat them. Next, I'll talk about citations. Citations, they're your digital footprint, or it's where your address is on an online directory. And what that means is, usually you'll put your business name, your business address, and your business phone number along with your business website on somewhere like Yelp, Facebook, MapQuest, Yahoo, Bing, places like that. I realized that you guys don't have any citations, so I checked out your competition citations. They have 9, only a few more than you. The fact that I can see these, I can get them for you. And just so you know, this tool you can get also for yourself. It's called WhiteSpark. It's about 30 to 70 bucks a month, so if you want to, you can do this yourself. Next, I'm going to talk about backlinks. So backlinks are important for a couple different reasons, but to explain it in the simplest term, a backlink is like website popularity. And so you get that a little bit clearer. Think of checking into a high school, you've never been there before, you meet a kid who's popular, the kid wants to hang out with you because he likes you and he thinks you're cool, so now he's invited you to be a part of this group of popularity people. So websites work the same way. Google realizes that when they have high-ranking websites that link to your website, even though it's very young, they say that that's a win for popularity. And so they'll want to put you and feature you on the front of Google or closer to the front page of Google because you have content that other websites deem is necessary for others to know. So what I see here is that the quality of your links that you have is really, really low. You have a lot of backlinks, but they're super, super low. No worries. Using Majestic, which by the way, Majestic is about 200 bucks a month. You can get it, or you can use SEO Quake or SEMrush. SEO Quake is free for like the first 10 to 14 days, and then you have to pay for it, and I think it's about the same price as Majestic. But this allows me to see your backlinks. I get to see their citation flow and their trust flow for your DR, your URL, and your domain. So your URL, think of as like your front homepage. Your domain is about everything else that attached to it. These should be very high, and this is the problem. The trust flow is really, really low, even though they have a lot of citations. Google can see that as spammy. So I checked out your competitor. So they have a trust flow or a link quality of 17, and they have citation flow of 15 or link volume. So I'm going to teach you something really cool. You're going to take trust flow and you're going to divide it by citation flow, and the closer you are to 1 is something called a golden ratio. The golden ratio is where Google sees you as a legitimate, on-fire, non-spammy website, and that's where you want to be at, and it will show on here as such. So I can see their backlinks through this tool, Majestic, and in doing so, it will allow me to take anything that they have and see how I can apply it to your business as well. But something I wanted to show you, most of their backlinks that have high citations flow have high trust flow, and that's what we want for you. So lastly, I'm going to go over more in-depth backlinks, but I want to key on something specific to why you don't have the flow that you want, which is keywords. So I use a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs costs about $600 a month. You can get it if you want to or not, doesn't matter. But I checked you out on there. So the first thing I noticed was that you have 226 keywords and you only have 95 organic traffic coming in. Just as a heads up, keywords usually, when utilized correctly with your content, will give you the same amount of organic traffic. It will be like 1 in 1. And just so you know what this value is right here, this is how much you would have to pay for particular keywords to get those clicks and ads. It's pay per click. So I wanted to show you competitors. Your competitor has 197 keywords, less than you, but they're getting almost equivalent to the same amount of traffic as their keywords. And even though they're losing some, they're still getting more than you. And just so you know, if you wanted the same amount of traffic they had using their keywords and you use pay per click to get it, you'd spend $680 to get there. That's a lot of money. But I also wanted to show you something that was a little more interesting to me that bothered me about your website. So you have an excessive amount of backlinks, and I really wanted to understand what those were. So I took the opportunity to kind of break down your backlinks and see like what was happening with them. For the most part, your domain rating for them is pretty high, and so their Ahrefs rank is pretty high also. The amount of traffic that comes to them is not so. You've got a couple that actually have a decent amount of traffic that come to them, but because they don't have a lot of traffic that come to them, you're not going to get traffic obviously linked to you. But let me go back and show you something specific about those backlinks that links to your keywords. So your keywords right now that get you views, which you're getting 95 in America, the rest are coming from countries all over, which you can't service those people unless you're selling them seeds and grass. This is what you're getting ranked for. This is what's bringing most of your traffic. And as you can see, none of that stuff has anything to do with what you do. Nothing at all. The biggest one is your Pine Ridge Landscaping. If you look at your competitor is searched for everything having to do with landscaping in Virginia, and that's what you're missing. So the fact that I use Ahrefs to get all these keywords, I can go a little bit deeper and I can figure out how they have these keywords ranked and all the other good stuff. I'm not going to do it in the video, it'd be way too long, but I just wanted you to see that. So in conclusion, I told you I'd talk about 3 different things: content, citations, and backlinks. You need 1,500 words at minimum on your homepage right now, and that will kill your competition. Citations. You just need 20 or 30 more than what your competition has right now, since they only have 9, and then you would dominate them. Backlinks. That's your biggest concern right now. You guys have 35,000 backlinks, but they're leaking to like all over the world in places that you're not getting any type of authority with, because they're not actually good. They're not actually good backlinks. They're just spammy links. So if you take good quality links and you attach them to your website, and you get buy-in from those companies, then Google will see you guys as having a legitimate website. And just so you understand, in this particular case, more is not always better. So thanks for taking time out of your day to check out this video. If you realize that I can help you do a lot more than what I say in here, and you want to talk about how we can go forward with your company and teach me more about you guys, please send me an email or give me a call, and I'd love to set up an appointment. If not, and you just want to take everything I told you in here and apply it yourself, I'm all for it. All I ask is that at the end, you will give me feedback on what I can do to improve and educate you guys better in the future. Thank you so much.